Yay, it's recording! Good morning, my name is Brandon. This is my model, Robbie, and today we will be doing a hard line comb over with taking our trimmers and putting in a part line, and we'll also be doing a skin fade on the side. So the first thing I like to do is I like to take my clipper and make my blend line. Now, a blend line is the hair is the line where you will blend the skin up and then also blend the hair up into the length on top. Now, I just switched to a shorter blade, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and blend the skin up into my blend line. Very important that you keep tension on the skin so that your blade doesn't scratch them. can now see, I have blended the skin up into my blend line without creating a hard line. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to wet down Robbie's hair, then I'm going to go through and blend from my blend line up into the length on top. It's also at this point that you're going to decide where your part is going to be. My rule of thumb is always start at where the hairline peaks back. Just part it out, comb it over. Now the reason why I start here is because it's just a good default point to start from. Sometimes you have to move it up if this space isn't big enough, wide enough. You have to move the part up a little bit, or sometimes you have to even move the part a little bit lower if the top of the head is too narrow. But luckily Robbie's pretty proportionate, so I shouldn't have to move it. Now I'm going to check it. Does that part look okay to you? Yeah. Awesome. haircut I've done anything so far. Right. That's okay, can be edited. That one came out perfectly. Why did the other one? Oh, it's because you have a thick spot, right? So now that I've blended in the sides, next what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and clean up the top. Now because it's going to be a pompadour with the hair pulled back, we don't want to lose too much length, but we also don't want so much length that it's going to cause it to flop over and not stand up. Now again, I'm going to go through And I'm going to find where we want to part his hair at. And the key to a hard line part is to make sure that this line, the part line, is perfectly straight. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my T-edgers, I'm going to take my comb in, I'm going to bring my comb right below where his part line is at, so that I make a nice straight line, so I have a nice straight guide. I'm going to take my T-edges, and go right along his part line to create that nice, hard part. Next, I'm going to check it in the mirror. Now, one thing you want to watch out for is that sometimes the hairline on this side can bubble over and actually cover up the part. So if you find that even with a nice heavy product in there, the hair doesn't lay over smoothly, you might want to go back through and make that part line just a little bit wider. You turned red. Oh, goodness. Sorry, clean up your monkey. Don't people see your halo so nice. I can see your halo. To style this, there are two products you can use. You can use the Regis Design Line Pomade Pliable Fixer with a firm hold, or you can use the Regis Design Line Ultimate Matte Pliable Clay Ultra Firm Hold. My preference is the Ultimate Matte Pliable Clay. Now, the reason why I like the pliable clay is because it's a very versatile product, because if you put it in the hair dry, you get texture, you get pieciness, you get wildness. Or if you put it in the hair wet, you can get that sleek, slicked over look without adding a whole lot of shine to it. Robbie's hair is already naturally shiny, so we really don't need to add any more shine to it. I like to work the product completely through the hair. That way I know I got good coverage. And I like to take my comb the hair over. Make sure that part line is nice and visible. And at this point, I'm also checking to make sure that this line over here isn't too blunt. And if it is, all that I have to do is go back through with my thinning shears and blend it out a little bit more. And then you can either take your fingers and pull the top, front back, or you can take your comb and get a nice clean look, just like that. And then, to make sure you don't have any type of falling of the pompadour, you can take a little bit of hairspray over the front of it. I like to piece it out just a little bit. And there you have the hard line